Imagine you work as a cleaner in a hospital and you are given a certain number of rooms to clean in the course of, let's say, a 3-hour shift. You take pride in your job, you do it well, you leave the various rooms spotless. Then you realise you've taken 4 hours to do that. But you've only been paid for 3. You now have an awkward choice. Do you work an extra hour on each shift which you're not paid for? Or do you whiz round your allocated number of rooms in just 3 hours to finish within your shift, but leave those rooms not as clean as they ought to be? It's a choice you should not have to make. Many years ago, the government of the day in the United Kingdom decided that the way forward for the public sector was tendering, whereby certain functions would be carried out by private companies on a contract. And tendering, I'm sure, in many cases has been very successful, but in some cases not. And we have often come across situations in the past where newspapers report about dirty hospitals. I'm not saying it's happening now, but if it's not happening today, it could happen tomorrow. If you are a private company and you tender for a contract cleaning a hospital, you're probably going to get the contract on the basis that you quote a low price. How are you going to how are you going to achieve that low price? Simple. You're going to pay your workers not much money. You're going to pay your workers on the assumption that cleaning a certain number of rooms will take 3 hours when it actually takes 4. This is where tendering can produce problems. Imagine you're a cleaner and you just finished your 3-hour shift and you're about to go home, and the matron or whoever is in charge of the hospital turns up and says, "You can't leave now, the rooms are not clean." Do you stay that extra hour you're not going to be paid for? Or do you refuse? Again, it's a decision you shouldn't have to make. But when tendering occurs, there should be a requirement that the work is done to proper standard. Think I'm joking? I remember when a previous British government put the transportation of prisoners to a private company, and lots of prisoners escaped. And the government merely pointed out that prisoners escaped anyway. Yes, but not nearly as many. Tendering makes sense only where there is a requirement for the company who wins the tender to achieve a level of efficiency. Where that requirement does not exist, there is a potential for a lot of problems.